Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of The Launchpad. My name's Gray and today I am here with Jessica Audiffred. Jessica, how you doing today?
I'm good. I'm ready. I'm ready to play.
We are Gold Rush Day 2.
Yes.
You're on in a couple hours here.
A couple hours,
What are the feelings? You've played Gold Rush before. You've been to Arizona a couple times. What are the feelings going into this set today?
Honestly, Arizona crowds are insane.
Yeah.
I remember one of my first gigs was Excision.
Okay.
I don't know, somewhere here in Phoenix or I don't know. And I remember the crowd being just so wild.
Yeah, everyone's super
and
into
it got stuck to my head. So now every time I come here, I'm like, yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
So that's cool. You're out here, one of your favorite crowds. You said you played with Excision. I know you've done tracks with Excision before. You've done a ton of collabs.
I know.
And like the time you've been producing and everything. You were just telling me right now, like, a lot of the music that you've been releasing has been a collab with other people.
Yes.
But now we have something different coming
I know,
up. We got
finally.
something that's a solo track coming up, first solo track of the year. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, first solo track of the year. As you said, everything has been collabs. I have my first solo track of the year coming out next Wednesday on Monster Cat. And this one is really special to me because it's the more melodic part of me.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that jazz. Like that melodic Jessica, you know? So that's a path that I definitely want to like get to know, you know? So that's exciting for me.
Do you see yourself like music moving forward? Do you see that like as a path, something you're trying to explore?
For sure.
Yeah.
I think I want to explore that melodic side of me.
Okay.
Because I want to like open up a little bit of my sound, you know?
Yeah.
So I can just play main stages and conquer the world.
Well, let's talk about what's coming up. What do you see for the Jessica Audiffred project moving forward? Do you see like I don't know what's the vision like the next year or so? If we come back, we're on this couch again a year from now. Where do you see the project at that point?
I see definitely like a more grown-up sound to myself that I wanted to achieve. I want to deliver more melodic songs, but like more well put together.
Yeah.
Like adding live instruments to it, like vocals, you know, like such amazing lyrics, so that people can like actually connect with my songs. Because I felt like when I started doing dubstep, it was more like doing festival songs, like more dubstep to like entertain.
Yeah, exactly.
And I love it.
Yeah.
But now I feel like I want to share more of myself.
Yeah.
So that's a path I want to like do, and maybe in a year from now, just playing like maybe more main stages. You know, not like the base stage, but like the main stage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I like that. So I mean, we're talking a little bit about your style. You know, making it a little more defined, a little more unique, all that kind of stuff. If you had to describe your music style with a color, what color would it be and why? And I know color, that's a big one because you got the hair, the easily recognizable blue hair. You've had a couple different hairstyles. What color would you pick and why?
That's a super nice question because I feel like color-wise, I'm all over the place. But I think purple.
Yeah.
Purple because purple to me.
We've been getting that answer a lot today.
Really?
Yeah,
Purple?
Yeah.
Maybe it's because of the mood.
You know what? We had the purple background, purple couch.
It's
you
like
got purple on the mind, I guess.
Unconsciously, you're thinking about purple.
I guess so.
I do love purple because it means like so much like good things.
Yeah.
Spiritually, you know, but also like super energetic and fun. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I like that. I like that. So can you tell me a little bit about, you know, upcoming shows, upcoming performances, maybe like more upcoming music that you have that you're really excited about?
So, well, I just released my official Illenium remix. That's insane. That's something I will never thought I will like release in my life.
That's so cool.
And it came out last week. People loved it, and now I'm flying to Brazil. I'm playing Tomorrowland Brazil for the first time. I don't know what to expect. I played Tomorrowland in Belgium like a few months ago, and now I'm going to Brazil. And I don't know if people actually love dubstep there, but we'll see. Check my stories to find out. And then I have like a bunch of shows. I'm in the middle of my own tour right now, the Madhouse World Tour, and it's going great. I have a bunch of shows coming up. I have Denver, New York. I have a special one for LA that is yet to be announced.
Okay.
But I'm just telling you.
Well,
Be
I'm
prepared.
I'm sure we'll see announcements coming out on it pretty soon then.
Yes.
So obviously, you've seen a ton of success since you started doing this. What are you most proud of in the time that you've started DJing, producing, and really being a big part of the dubstep world here?
Definitely that I'm doing something for the Mexican bass scene. In Mexico City, that's where I grew up and that's where I live, and we don't have anything bass related. So I had to create my own festival.
Pioneers starting this out here.
I had to do it because I have a label too. It's called A Records, and first of all, I had to like show the people what the artists are doing in my label.
Yeah.
And it grows so much that now it's a festival with like international acts and stuff. But that's like one of the most proud moments of my life, is just like watching all these kids going to an actual bass festival in Mexico City. When I was like growing up and doing all this DJ shit, I would love for someone to throw like a festival so I can go. But now they have it. So I'm proud of that.
You should be proud of that. That's awesome.
I'm happy.
I think that's one of those things too, that like even if it doesn't seem like that big right now, I think like 20, 30 years down the line when it's growing into so much more, people are going to look back on that and kind of look back at the roots, and they're going to remember your name as one of the people that started it. Yeah, hopefully that's what we see in the upcoming future here.
Yes.
Can you talk to me a little bit about, you are obviously from Mexico. We're talking a little bit about scene there is different. They don't really have, bass shows or really anything to go to. So like when you're starting off, like you kind of need to go other places to.
I had to actually like get out of Mexico.
What was that like? Because that's like so different to be building your, alias and your style when you don't have those shows that you can play or a crowd that you can go to. You kind of have to do it on your own. What was that journey like for you? What did you struggle with along the way with that?
Well, now that you mention all of that, it was kind of hard. Now that I think about it, because I've been DJing for more than 10 years now.
Okay.
But I've only been playing outside of Mexico City for like 5 or 4 years, and I feel like that's where my career actually like started in the bass scene. But before that, all those years I was just playing like clubs in Mexico where people were telling me like, no, you cannot play dubstep here because you're gonna like scare the crowd. And I had like to hold on to my point of view, my taste in music, because I couldn't play. I couldn't play in clubs. Yeah. So I had to make my own path, and it was at the beginning it was hard because I couldn't get any venues. People owning the venues were like, no, there's no way you're playing dubstep in my venue, So it's kind of hard. I had to find like new venues, but it was good because at the end, the path was like so rough that it made me stronger in a way, And it made like the Mexico bass scene, it was aware of everything that we had to do in order for them to get like an actual festival. So it was good. It was good.
I love that. That's like inspirational, I think, for a lot of people too.
Thanks.
What do you have advice for young up and coming producers in the scene that are wanting to make a name for themselves? Because obviously you had your struggles and your journey that I'm sure a lot of people can relate to on a lot of different things.
Yeah.
What would be like the piece of advice you would give to them?
So I think number one is be 100% yourself. You have to be like yourself, but like like super you, like super authentic. Second, you need to like you don't need to, but I would suggest learning how to play an instrument.
Okay.
And then of course learn how to make music, because you can be like the best DJ ever, but if you don't have music, there's not much the scene can do for you. So
that makes sense.
Be a good person, and with a good point of view, a good style, I think you're good to go.
Yeah.
I think you're good to go.
I like that. 20 years from now, or 30, 40, 50 years from now, when people look back on like your career, what do you want to be remembered for?
Oh my God. That's so hard, because I feel like I'm not here to become someone. I'm just here because I love music so much that I wanted to be a part of it. Yeah. But I would love for people to think of me as someone who fought for their dreams in their country, which was like, it was hard, and that create an own path for herself.
I like that. And you've been doing that, you've been doing that, rising through the ranks in a city that's not easy to do it in.
I know.
Starting your own label.
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about your label, what it means to you? And can you, obviously you're someone that's seen a lot of success in the scene. Can you shout out some names for us of some more smaller names that most people don't know? Let's give them some recognition right now. Let's shout them out.
Now that I'm here, so my label is called A Records. That's my baby. I love it so much. We started A Records like 5 years ago. And then we started with only Mexican producers, but now we're releasing like international wise. So, but just to name a few, I will suggest to you to look into Youth in Circles. He's Mexican too. He just released an official remix for Millennium 2, and he's on my tour. He plays melodic. He's a musician. He's really nice. I will suggest Keel. She's like our Mexican bass house queen. She's like 20 years old. She's so young.
Really young, still up and coming.
But she's already doing songs for Dr. Fresh's label. She's like all over the place, and she has really good taste in bass house. Isaac Maya, he's one of the pioneers from Mexico City for drum and bass. He's been DJing for like 30 years now, but you should get to know him. Postcard, Ambrose, Kepler. There's a bunch of them.
There's way too many.
There's a bunch of them. We have too many.
We'd have to book an hour to
just
go
look
through all
for
these
A
names.
Records. And then
everybody on that group there.
Everyone.
I love that. So you're someone that obviously I get the vibe from you that you're very big into supporting and uplifting other people. Who are some people that have done that for you in your life?
Oh my God.
Like both in music, outside of music. Who are those people in your life?
Excision, Flux Pavilion, Riot 10. And Shaq.
And Shaq. You just did a song with Shaq, too.
I know.
How was that? That's like, did you ever think growing up that you're going to be collabing and making dubstep with Shaquille O'Neal?
Never in my life. My mom was calling me like, what do you mean you're having a collab with him? Is he a DJ? And I'm like, Mom, yes, he's a DJ now. But so he found out about A Records and what we do for the Mexican bass scene. And he was like, dude, I've seen what you're doing with the Mexican bass scene, and I want to do a song with you. And he was
he reached out to you too. That's awesome.
He just posted a tweet. He just made a tweet. That's it. And then I was like, what is going on? I told my management. My management got in contact with his, and that's it. That's how everything started.
That's awesome. I love that. You've seen so much success, and it seems like you got so much more success coming.
Thank you.
I know we're all very proud of everything that you've accomplished and everything that you're going to continue to accomplish. Can you tell me, so I know even when we were just walking over to the booth earlier, you see people recognize you. You're very identifiable. Well, you have the hair. It's easy to spot you.
There's not much I can do with this hair.
Yeah, it's kind of hard for people not to recognize you.
I'm a walking anime. For sure.
I love that.
Yes.
What's been, because I'm sure you've had plenty of memorable fan interactions. Mm-hmm. What's been your most memorable fan interaction?
I've had a few, but definitely people that I had some people that told me that they only got their visa because they wanted to see me here from Mexico to here, and they only got their visas because of that. Because now I don't play in Mexico anymore, unfortunately. So the only way they can see me is just traveling here, or Canada, or whatever. So it means a lot to me that they actually take a plane and book a hotel and go to the show just to see me. And we're from the same country, so it really means a lot to me.
That's commitment right there, and I think that just goes to show just how much your music really means to people. And I don't think most artists really recognize that when they're making their sound. Like how many people are going to resonate with what you're putting out there.
That's true. We don't know. We don't know until it happens.
Exactly.
Yes.
Last question I have for you. At Moon Landing, we're really big on gratitude and just being thankful for everything in your life. What are some things you're thankful for, outside of music?
Oh my God, dude. That's a good question. I think for me, the number one thing is just wake up and being thankful for everything, because in this life, now that I've been touring for over 10 years now, I'm kind of tired, physically tired. But every day I wake up and I'm like, dude, not dude, but like God, thank you, dude God, thank you for this life, because this is insane. I get to meet all these people every single time. I'm so grateful that I get to travel and just meet new places, new people. Just play for bigger crowds is like so insane. It's insane to be in front and just making
seeing a sea of people
everyone
just looking at
dance
you. Yeah.
or smile
Yeah.
or cry. It's just, it's so cool.
That's
so I'm
awesome.
grateful for that.
Hell yeah. I love that. Anything else you want to shout out or talk about before we wrap things up here?
Nothing. Thank you for the interview. Don't miss my new song. It's called Stay With Me, coming out October 11 on Monster Cat.
Cool. Definitely
That's
check
it.
it out. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of Launchpad. My name's Grant, and this is Jessica Audiffred.
Bye.